Okay, so a lot of people have been asking for additional photos of the engine bay and things of that nature. I thought I'd take a video. This might make it easier. In the process of changing the oil right now, preparing it for winter storage, because if it does not sell, I do take very good care of my vehicles. It will get a full tank of premium fuel, stay bill, fresh oil, K&N oil filter. I try to buy the best things. Ram's horns, manifolds. These are California custom aluminum valve covers. I put those on. Cast iron intake manifold. As you can see, let's give you a good idea what the frame looks like up front. It's a manual steering car, manual brake car. As you can see, very clean. No rust issues under here anywhere. Now I'm going to try to take you underneath the car, show you what I can show you underneath there. Kind of look at the floors. A lot of people have been asking about these too. I'm an honest guy. I want to show all the bad spots on this car. Okay. Don't know if you can actually see it here. There's been some filler. It's here. It is down this whole bottom rail. As I've told everyone on the phone, the story I get is this car sat in a barn for nearly 18 years. While in the barn, it was hit on this passenger side right here with a piece of farm equipment like a thrasher or something like that, went all the way down the side. You're going to see here underneath that this story is probably going to ring true, because if it were rust, these floors would not look like that. Okay, so the car is really solid. You can see the bottom of the rockers here. You get a little tiny bit of surface rust right there, but I mean, you can kind of get an idea of these floors, how they look. Floors are very solid. Frame also solid, doesn't appear to have any damage. Back here, the way it sat in the barn, I was told that the back of the car was kind of sticking out. These floors are a little bit weak. Okay, there are no holes in them, but there is a little weakness to that part of the floor. Also the center trunk pan, okay, that would be the part that dips down in that would tend to hold water. Here you can see the rear, the trailing arms, all good. Frame up there. Someone else asked me, about these. It's going to be really hard to see, but the frame that goes up and over here. Okay, you got to get an idea on how solid all that is. Try to disclose everything that I can and show you everything I can on the car. Here's someone else asked about those back there. Kind of zoom in, show you everything I can. Car is a 327 Power Glide. The Power Glide was just rebuilt last year. And if I can scoot back up under here. Sorry for the jerkiness of this video, but I'm trying to move here on the floor. You can see that is a like new, all rebuilt last year. Does need an inspection cover. Okay, but that was rebuilt last year. Needs a kick down put on it, or you need to be able to manually grab low one. I'm going to turn this camera off here, and then I'm going to take you around to the back. Alright, now we're around to the back here. Someone put this trim back on with what looks like wood glue. I see it clips on the inside. I don't know why they did that, why they thought to do that. I'm not sure. This piece is rubber, and it's all rotted. I have a brand new piece that goes along with it. The guy that I bought the car gave it to me. I'd never had the bumper off to do it, okay? Never had done that yet. Getting underneath here, kind of, again, look at the body mounts here, where the bumper goes in, okay? And the rear frame, these ties, because the car does have air shocks on it. They look like AC Delco air shocks from what I've been able to tell. They have been in there for a while. This car is, all the suspension looks pretty much, true to form of being very original. But again, looking at this side, the frame, where it comes back, mounts at the bumper, all solid, not rusted. Okay, that filler that I showed you on the passenger side is not present on the driver's side. These quarter panels look very, very solid. Inside here, very solid, rust-free. All the way down the side. Doesn't appear, from what I can tell, and I've looked, I don't see filler in this side at all, which is why, again, I believe the story of, you know, it being hit, not rusted. Another thing, the door panels were out when I got it, and they'd gotten wet, ruined the boards. It's going to need door panels, but this also gives me a chance to show you the inside of the doors on these seams and see how there is nothing, you know, in the way of holes, rusts, dents, damage on the inside of these doors either. Same in here and here. Okay, this is the interior now. This car originally was a straight six car with a power glide, and now it's the 327 in it. Floor shifter looks like a 4-speed, but it's actually a floor mounted shifter for the automatic. At some point someone put an Impala steering wheel in it and an Impala rear seat with the center grille. That's an expensive piece in itself, just that grille alone. The interior is vinyl, it's not leather. All in all, it's pretty decent. It's going to need carpeting. The carpet is very worn. Headliner, very unique. If you're a gambler, you might like the dice, but it's been in there, I was told, since probably the 60s. But this will, again, give you an idea of what you're looking at, car-wise. That door, same way. I can kind of zoom in there. You can see the inside of the door and see how solid the insides of that door are. Okay. Originally, according to the trim tag, the car was ermine white, which is what this color is. And it was an aqua interior. See a little bit of the aqua up here. I don't know if it's going to show through with a little reflection there, but there is some aqua up here where they had done the trim and hadn't really got it all done properly. Inside the trunk, we'll take a look at the inner quarters. You can kind of get an idea on how solid, again, the inside of the corner panels are. Up inside there, again, I was told it was a barn find. This I know is not the proper color for the trunk, so I know it has been sprayed. I'm going to disclose and be completely honest that right in here, and it's not bending here, there's a little bit of play. And I'm not even sure you can see that on video. I mean, it's just a little bit weak. This pan right here would probably need to be cut out. Those are the original fender skirts, and I believe this is the original paint on these original fender skirts. You can see that it was definitely ermine white. The jack. These are new OER window cranks for the car, still in the box. There's the new rubber piece I told you about. These are the door panels, and you see they were out of the car and they laid and they got wet, and that is, you know, gonna have to be addressed. You'd have to probably have new ones cut, or you could order them from year one. Again, looking at the inside of the quarter panels around along the seams here, and you're getting a little bit of surface rust starting right there, but all in all, you know, it's very clean, very solid. I don't want to misrepresent anything. I just tell you what I know about the car. My story again was from the guy who says he found it in a barn. He was with a buddy actually looking at a truck. What he claims is he saw from here back sticking out from under a loft. He made an offer on it. He told me that there was damage on this side that he and his father filled, did it themselves. They did the paint themselves. It's you know, it has obviously been resprayed. There is some overspray here in these drip rails. You can see where the rubber's cracked and they painted right over it. Yeah, it's definitely a driver, not show quality, but if you are looking at this car and you see how solid these body panels are, you know that it wouldn't take much to make this into a show car. Very solid. Good new BF Goodrich radial TA tires last year, 15-inch rally wheels. I think they're 15x7s. Those are new trim rings and new center caps. Those trim rings are the expensive $200 ones, I believe is what the guy told me. Bumpers, someone asked me about that. You can see that they are starting to show their age. It's a 1964 and it's showing. Around front, that's what the grille looks like. And I'll get a video of it running and idling as soon as I put the oil back in. I've drained the oil. Like I said, I put a new K&N filter on it, and we're going to top it off with Valvoline oil. And there's the brand new K&N filter down there that I put on it. It does have an HEI ignition. We're going to top it off with 5 quarts of Valvoline, and I'll get it started and you'll be able to hear it run. Okay, here we go again. I got the oil in it. 5 quarts, like I said, of Valvoline. Hear it run. It's a very mild motor. You don't have a big cam. This is very streetable. As you can probably see underneath the glass pack mufflers. It does give a nice sound out the exhaust. It's very old school, as I would call it. The Flowmasters, you know, are definitely louder and things. These are just the glass packs. So again, that's the way it runs. It does have the 4-barrel carb in it, like I said. Climb inside. There is no tack in here. That would be a nice addition. Previous owner did put in a nice little gauge package down here, though. I don't believe the amps are hooked up because it's never really drawn any. The temperature gauge does work. Nice thing is I had this down at the Woodward Dream Cruise this year, headed it back to the bricks. I never really got much over 200 degrees. As long as I could move even a little bit, I stayed below 190. As long as I had some air coming in the grill at all. Oil pressure, see it there? You kind of see it comes up. It's a little slow to respond. I think it's just a cheap gauge, but you can hear the car. It does rev nicely and has a good sound to it. So that's basically it. If anyone has any more specific questions, feel free to send me an email or give me a call. I'll answer what I can for you. Like I said, I'm not trying to misrepresent anything to anyone. I'm an honest person. I wish everyone was as honest as I was. And that's not touting myself. It's just that it makes it easier when you buy a car, when you can trust someone, you know what you're getting. Oh, I will show you all the glass is good. This is, and the windows go up and down. You know, we'll need felts when you get the door panels, but windows do all work. This rear glass has what looks to be maybe a few scratches or etching, and I don't even know if it'll show in the video. Maybe you can barely see them in there. I don't know if that's something that can come out. I'm not even sure what it is. It feels like it's on top of the glass, almost like, instead of being a scratch, it feels almost like a glue of some sort. But all the glass, good. No cracks in the windshield, stone chips, nothing like that.